In Greenville. Really excited for this conversation. Excited to have Steve on the show from the American Farm Heritage Museum. Steve, good morning. Happy Thursday to you.
Good morning.
Fill me in on all the fun on this, man. This is going to be a great event.
Oh man, we've got so much to do next weekend, the 24th through the 26th, and we're so excited. Heritage Days is been around for about 20 years now, and we are a festival about history, from antique farm equipment and engines to steam engines to a Hills Fort, which was in the Greenville area as a Civil War and pre-Civil War fort. And we've got a train ride and all kinds of activities, food and fun and tractor pulls and music and vendors. You name it, and we've got it.
Well, fill me in, if you could, before we dive into the event, man, just the overall scope of the American Farm Heritage Museum and what that's all about.
Sure. Well, we were founded in the early 2000s by a group of collectors and history buffs, and we were able to gain access to some ground to create a museum grounds and show grounds for everyone to enjoy. And over the years, we've grown so much. We've got a lot of buildings and a lot of partners in the group that have added benefit to the local area and to the local economy too. So this is just one of our huge events that we do every year, and like I said, we're so excited. There are just so many pieces to the puzzle, and just everybody just works together as a family to make it happen.
Well, and as you see we have it on the screen here now, Steve. Just some of
Yep.
the fun that's going on from great partners too, like Discover Downstate, Illinois, and Enjoy Illinois, and just Greenville, Illinois as a whole. I mean, this is so cool. 8 a.m. to dark Friday and Saturday, 8 to 3 on Sunday. This is going to be amazing. From military display to model PR displays to the tractor pulls, the kiddie pedal pulls. How long have you been a part of this event, and what's your favorite part of it?
Well, I've been around the organization for about 15 years now or so.
Wow.
It's just been unbelievable. But been involved in the board of directors and what have you now for about 6, 7 years. And there's just so many pieces. We're trying to be what I want to say, available and entertaining to everyone, all age groups, from small kids all the way to grandma and grandpa. And grandma and grandpa can reminisce about the things that they remember from their childhood. And so that's really important too. I've been a collector of tractors and farm engines and farm equipment for a long time. So those are probably my favorite pieces personally, but I enjoy it all. I love living history and just love seeing it all come together.
How long has Heritage Days the event been going on for now, Steve?
This is our 20th or 21st year, if I remember correctly.
Fantastic.
So yeah, we've been around for a long time.
Well, and what I think's so cool is, just the types of events that they definitely aren't to this scope. This is a big kit and caboodle, but the ones that I do see, just seeing, the kids being able to be excited about, like something as simple as, using a washboard, go ahead and get your kids excited about using that washing machine at home, and you tell me how fast that works for you, but it's things like that where, it's so cool to see you guys and what you guys are able to do with the event, bring out not only the imagination, but the thought process that the kids have when they see these things and how we used to get it done.
Oh, absolutely. They get excited from, like I say, a washing machine or a washboard to shelling an ear of corn
Yeah.
and putting their hand in a pile of shelled corn and things of that nature, and being able to maybe make a rope and things of that nature. So those are great. The other big thing we've got for the kids, besides the train rides that I didn't mention, is that we do kiddie tractor pedal pulls, and so those are really fun. We have an opportunity every single day, and then cumulative scoring. So for those that are really wanting to get that trophy or that bicycle, I think those are some of the prizes. So
That's
then
awesome.
they need to participate all 3 days. But it's just, again, there's tons of stuff to do. We got a magic show also happening for the kids. And Professor Longhair will be also doing what he calls a medicine man show.
That's
So
awesome.
that's a lot of fun too. And
He's a
again,
frequent
just
he's a frequent guest on the show.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
yeah,
great.
he's just a cool guy.
He's awesome, man. And going into this too, just to familiarize our audience, this is coming up right around the corner here. July the 24th through the 26th. So not this weekend, but next weekend. How big's the team, Steve, when it comes to putting an event like this on?
Well, we've got a lot of volunteers and a lot of members involved. It takes a village to do it all because, everybody's got their special interests and what have you. We've got a group that's big in the trains. We got a group that's big in Hills Fort and the military museum, and just doing the food and beverage, and running the beer stand, and doing the music, and the flea market and everything else. But I'd say our active group is probably 40, 50 people. Super active people, probably 20. But again, we can use all the help we can get, and it takes a village. Like I say, if there's somebody out there that doesn't know about us or would like to get more involved, we'd love to have you. We're always looking to grow and make things bigger and better.
Absolutely. And, going into this too, I wanted to touch base on the historic Hills Fort just because I'm not too familiar with it. Could you give us an overview of what we're missing out on here?
Sure. Like the fort is a replica of the original fort that was built just south of Greenville. If you know where Greenville Airport is, it was down in that neighborhood, and this was a fort that would have been representative of that era. Fortified walls, gates, a lookout tower, and things of that nature. So it just would have given people an idea of what life was like at that point in time, Indian uprisings and what have you back in
Yeah.
our history. But also in the fort, we have a cabin building where people can look at some cool stuff, and also a blacksmith will be there, kind of doing some forgings and what have you,
That's awesome.
to give people an idea of how things were done back at that time, particular.
That's fantastic. Well, and
Yeah.
it seems like you guys really are bringing out the full scope of it. It's not just one category, highly sought into and highly deep dived into. It's everything. And as you're looking ahead to this, I mean, it's kind of, I feel like the proverbial calm before the storm. It's the 16th, and you're a couple of days away. What's the conversation look like now? Because I mean, this has been a machine, I'm sure, of an event. Are you guys just kind of at this point ready to get it going and see what happens?
Oh yeah, we've got a huge work weekend this weekend. We'll be prepping all kinds of areas, even
Wow.
from the parking lot to static displays that we have, and gaining access to space. I mean, we got to mow the grass and trim the trees and all that good stuff too, to make sure that people have a wonderful experience. But like I said, there's all kinds of pieces to the puzzle, and we are so excited. We are also hosting the National Rumley Collectors Organization this year.
Wow.
So we've got people coming from many states to this event, and so a lot of those folks will start showing up even on Wednesday to do their setup. So by Thursday afternoon, we're going to be in full tilt go mode.
Fantastic. And going forward too, we haven't talked about admission yet. What's it look like for the families?
Yeah, yeah, it's $10 per person for the weekend armband. Children 12 under 12 are free, and then if they want to come just on Sunday, for example, to the car show or to the activities on Sunday, it's just $5 for Sunday. But we're trying to make it as inexpensive as possible. And then train rides, I believe, are $5 a train ride per person,
Hmm.
and that's a 1 mile train ride. So
Wow.
it is a really long train ride for a lot of people. They've never experienced one like that. So if you think about the St. Louis Zoo, our train's just a little bit smaller, but the ride's probably twice as long.
That's fantastic, and really the prices you can't beat for especially if you have a younger family. Heck, getting to anything that's under $20 if you have a child that's 7 is unheard of. So to be able to really have this and to make it to where you're meeting people where they're at's fantastic. I got to ask you too about the car cruise. Is this put our car show too? Is this put on by you guys, or is this another organization that partners up with you?
We actually organized this one. We've got a couple car clubs that have told us they're coming in particular, but we do a car show and then a car cruise into downtown Greenville on Sunday. And so that's a real cool piece of the puzzle. I believe the first 50 exhibitors get a free ice cream as part of their package. And thank you for being there.
That's
So that's
nice.
kind of fun too. And so, like I say, we try and cater to everybody. And if we can keep our exhibitors happy, then everybody else is happy in the process too.
Also wanted to ask you about the military display a little bit more. What can we
Mhm.
expect?
They have got some really cool displays. One of the big things that they also do, in addition to the displays that they have, but they'll have jeeps and tanks and cannons and things of that
That's
nature there. But
awesome.
they actually can help young kids get a set of dog tags if they'd like one made. They've got a machine that makes those, and that's really cool too. I got to watch them make a set last year, so that was pretty cool.
That's fantastic. Going forward too, I know there's a flea market and a craft component of this, and that's where a lot of us in Alton really seem to be thriving at. What can we expect? How many vendors, and are you still accepting any?
We were still, as of Monday night, I know we had vendors that were reaching out to us, kind of, can I still get in? Can I still get in? So if we've got space, we'll still take them. Our indoor air conditioned space is full. I can tell you that. And that's probably 30, 40 vendors in that time, in that space. And then we've got outdoor vendors, probably covering about an acre of space on the ground. So all kinds of things, from tractor parts and antique car parts to antiques and collectibles to crafters, you name it, tools. We're going to have it. So there's lots of opportunities there. A barn quilt, our guy that makes barn quilts, he loves coming every year, and people just love to buy those colorful squares, and it's just so much fun for everybody.
This is fantastic, Steve. And what's your we got about a minute left. What's your big call to action, if you could, because I know we'll be doing another interview to preview as we get closer, or probably
Sure.
next week it looks like. But what's your big call to action to the audience today about getting up to Greenville?
Yeah, I'd say definitely, make plans, check us out on Facebook, like our event, tell us on the event that you're coming, mark it as going, and that's huge too. But I'd say come early and stay late. We've got things going on from 8 o'clock in the morning till bands and tractor pulls in, probably lasting into the evening. We've got some great bands on Friday and Saturday night.
Who's playing?
Um, on Saturday night is the Chapman Brothers Band. Friday night, I do not have committed to memory, unfortunately, but we've got bands playing all day long. Jethro Makes Three, I know, is playing during the day inside, in the air conditioned building too. So we've got a little kind of a bluegrass, rock and roll, polka music, a little bit of everything, and then an evening, like say country rock is kind of the flavor for the evening.
Fantastic. This is so cool. And now, do you have anything else that's big coming out throughout the rest of the year that we can kind of mark our mental calendar to?
Sure, absolutely. Well, in September every year, the Hills Fort Group does what they call a rendezvous event, and that's going to be in September. And so that's a really fun way to learn a little bit more about that particular time frame, and a little bit more about the fort and reenactors. Extra reenactors come and things of that nature. So that's a fun weekend as well. In the fall, the first weekend in October, we're talking about firing up our sawmill again. At that
Oh,
point in
wow.
time, do some extra things, and have some activities there. And then usually in the wintertime, we do a lot more what we call pickers expos, flea market kind of thing. And in the spring, we do a big swap meet and festival the first weekend in May when we kick off. But every single first Saturday of the month from May to October, our Red Barn museum building is open, and the train rides also run the first Saturday of the month. So like I say, every Saturday is the Red Barn, and train our first Saturday of every month, here on out. So
That's fantastic. It's like, do you guys sleep at all, or do you just, kind
it gets hard sometimes, especially during the show,
I
sun up to
bet.
sundown. But we just, again, you got to have a labor of love to do this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And when you see uh, grandma and grandpa smiling, and you see little kids smiling, it makes it all worthwhile.
Can we support you guys throughout the year through donations and through other efforts?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we do have a donation button on on our Facebook page, sorry, our website rather, and we actually participate on some other fundraisers throughout the year. But yeah, we're always taking support. If someone just wanted to mail us a check, that's okay too. But yeah, like I say, it does take a lot of effort and a lot of funds to operate the facility. We don't get a lot of grants and things of that nature. We're not state funded or anything like that. We're a private association and a nonprofit, so it takes a village.
And you can see it right here when you go to
Yep.
AmericanFarmHeritageMuseum.com and click on the donation page. It'll take you right there to it, and you can keep the love going over there. You can also donate or send donation checks to PO Box 606. That's in Greenville, Illinois, 62246 as well. Make those to the American Farm Heritage Museum. And Steve, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. I'm really looking forward
Oh,
to seeing what the event brings, and just keep up the great work. This is something really cool that Greenville has, and I can't wait to check it out for myself.
Well, thanks. Yeah, we appreciate it very much as well. And again, if people can come out and check us out, even for the first time, tell their friends. Bring the family, and like I say, don't be afraid to bring both the young and the old all at the same time. Because like I said, there's something for everybody.
Fantastic. Steve, thank you so much for your time. We'll take a quick break and we'll link everything in a write up on RiverBender.com. 9:36 is the time. More show next.